Good day once again. You are welcome to our regular weekly business series, which is start 50 SBN. 50 simple businesses that you can do in Nigeria with little or no money. I mean, little or no capital. That is to say, various businesses that you can invest, that you can start up when you don't have money. Once again, my name is Mr. Osaudia Elvis Ahanon, popularly known as MC Mik10, aka Pay Me My Money. And for those of you who don't know, I've always introduced myself. I'm a musician, an MC or a composer, as you might call it, and a business entrepreneur. Last week we talked about so many business, about 5 out of the 50 simple businesses that you can do with little or no money. And later we talked about so many other things like confectionery sales and so on, and so many others. Please refer to those videos. This week we'll be talking about another very, very important segment of the 50 simple businesses that you can do in Nigeria when you don't have money. I want to quickly tell us that from now on, please put on your notification after you have subscribed, because we are on the volume 7. It's supposed to be 10 volumes. So from now, the volumes we are going to be releasing are going to be very, very classical volumes. Businesses that you won't even know, you don't know that people are really making money, probably happening in your backyard, happening in your area. From this episode, please take it serious and don't miss any of the episodes. It's very, very key. It's important so that you will be able to key into one of them. Like I said, we have dropped from volume 1 to volume 6. So go to our channel at Mik10 Act TV on YouTube and watch, share the video, click subscribe and notification so that when we drop our videos, you will be notified. Thank you very much. This week we will be dealing on very, very simple businesses, very simple ones that will wow you. Please. We're unable to record on our studio from our studio today because it's a heavy, rainy day here in Benin, and we attempted recording, and it was very, very noisy. So I decided to do it. We decided that the rain cannot stop us from doing our regular business and reaching out to our timid fans. A whole lot of people who believe in us to drop this video weekly. So we are here doing it from the comfort of my home so that we can deliver the services to you. Thank you very much. Today, like I earmarked last week, we will be dealing. The first one is sales and installation of electrical materials. Sales and installation of electrical appliances. What we popularly call electricians. Yes. Electrician. You can make a whole lot of money doing electrician or doing business of electrical appliances installation and connections. Yes, people don't know. A whole lot of people don't know. We call them electricians. You can get good jobs. You can get good jobs in a company for helping them resolve electrical appliances as a contractor, not as a staff. Yes, you can get good jobs, and that's why I keep telling people these things are there. People have been doing it. People have been able to give themselves good lives doing it. People have put their children in good schools, take care of their families doing it, and we are there saying there is no job in this country. No, we have jobs. We have so many jobs in this country, and don't forget, if you don't try it, you will not know that there is job. If you don't try it, you will not know how lucrative the business is. That is it. That is what we call electrician. You can metamorphose into selling electrical parts. Yes. From owning an electrical shop where they come and call you, hello electrician, come and help me connect one bulb. You can metamorphose into selling parts, electrical parts like bulbs, switches, sockets, extension cables. You can metamorphose into selling electrical parts, and you start to make a good life from doing that. Yes, electrician, simple as small as electrician. But this one requires you to learn the skill. You must learn from somebody who is already doing it. You write apprenticeship with somebody for 1 or 2 years, as the case may be. It depends on how smart you are, how fast you are to learn. So, like I said, being or becoming an electrician is also another good way to make money. I'm telling you. If you ask an average electrician how much he makes a month, you will be amazed. They can function in any way. House maintenance, electrical appliance maintenance in your house, electrical disconnections, electrical fittings in your house. They can function. They can also partake or undertake house wiring. It's very very expensive to wire a house as small as 3-bedroom flat. You can make so much money doing that. You don't come here and tell us there's no job in this country. No, there's job. There's job, and there's so much job enough for you or for every youth in this country to get employed. I'm telling you. I might not have direct experience on how it is to do electrical works, but even back then in school, the ones they teach you when you were in school is enough for you to just do a little bit of apprenticeship and you start to sail, you start to fly. So, next time people ask you, there's no job in this country, this Gaga, send me money, tell them I'm saying, now your mate, they do electrician. Now your mates, they do electrician. You might think you might be thinking it's difficult. No, it's not. Like what I've always told people, if you want to sign apprenticeship and you don't know how to go about it, or you have somebody you want to learn from, you can contact us. We will interface for you. We will interface for you, and for those who probably need support, we also come to our platform and seek support, solicit support for you to learn or to sign up apprenticeship agreement. Yes, but you must make sure that you be of good behavior, because if you are not of good behavior, there is a way we know that you are not of good behavior. There's a way we know that people cannot vouch for you. If people cannot vouch for you as guarantors, then we will not come behind you, because we do not want a situation where we stand by you to get a job, to sign apprenticeship easily, and at the end of the day you throw it back at our face by putting up wrong behaviors. No, I don't know if you understand. Get up today. There's an electrician in every street. In every street. Get up today. Sign up apprenticeship with that man that is close to you, that's close to your area, and you will be amazed, my brother. It's very easy. You can function under maintenance. You can function under any way. And I'm telling you, the fact is, start now. Because that's where the devil holds people. That's where the devil wants to stop you. That's where he wants to keep you. He wants to keep you at a standstill. If you start now, before you know it, you're gone. So that is that for installation of electrical appliances, sales and installation of electrical appliances, alias electrician. This number 2, sand, cement, and granite suppliers. Yes. Though we treated this on the periphery under building material supply, but this sand, cement, and granite supplies is we'll be treating it in another way, treating it for you to look at it in another angle. Now it's very simple. A whole lot of people, there are different type of sands. We have laterite, which we call red sand, that is used for filling. We have sharp sand for block molding, and we have plastering sand. You can supply any of all these ones. You can supply them. Cement. I will also tell you how to successfully supply cement. I have a friend of mine that does not have a cement shop. What he does is he interfaces with Dangote cement, and he discusses with people who retail cement, and as soon as he gets the truckload of cement, he distributes it to different people who sell cement, and more like those people sell and later pay back with a little bit of interest. I don't even understand. He'll get truckload of Dangote cement and supply to people who have shops, those who does retails. Oh, you cannot buy 600, buy 100. Oh, you cannot buy 200, buy 100. You cannot buy 600, buy 50. You know, and before you know it, the truckload of over 600 bags is shared to different people, and they pay back, and he goes back to pay, and he picks the next supply. I don't know if you understand. That is under cement supply. You can also do it. You can go out there today and meet all those people who currently are developing their buildings, their sites, those sites where construction works are currently going on. You discuss with them, okay, let me supply you cement, let me supply you sand, let me supply you granite. Yes. Go out there and look for quarries where they crush stones. They are usually located around all these areas where they are rocky areas. Go out there, discuss with them, do your supplies, get your money, come back to pay. They might not even deal with you directly. Tell them you have a surety. That's why I said keeping it real, keeping it good with your character is key. If your character, your integrity is intact, you have people who can surety you. You have people who can even give you the money to go and do the business and come and pay them later. Yes. So that's that kind of business. Look for where they dredge sand, where they load sand. Look for a truck driver. Okay, how much you take carry sand from here to this place? It's 5,000. Okay, you may probably cost you like 10,000 naira to buy the sand. At the end of the day, cost price for delivery is 15,000 naira. And if you for the sand is 15, if you get to the person you are selling to, you can sell for 20, 17, 18,000 as the case may be. And if the person discovers that your pricing is cheaper than every other people, you get a job. So you can supply sand today, you can supply cement, you can supply granite. Yes. As a matter of fact, when I was in Port Harcourt, I worked for a company, FE Engineering, that was also a subcontractor, a haulage contractor to crush rocks in Port Harcourt, along Aba Road. And we had a lot of people in the middlemen who came to meet us. Okay, sir, please, I have a contract to supply stones, granite for so and so company that is doing so and so roads. And we come to a negotiation, we come to a balance, and being that he's the initiator of the contract, initiator of the deal, he has a percentage that we after we do the supply. He did not even have capital. He didn't spend 1 naira. He just came to meet us, the haulage company, who has the finance and the vehicles to do the supply. And he met with the company, the company's manager, and told them, I have people that can supply you, and you pay so and so amount. So I think for a truck that it was costing us 150,000 to supply a truck, and he got a job for 180,000. So you can see he was making so much money from every truck that we deliver. So is that not a job? It's a matter of having that ability to communicate, to come to a very concrete negotiation. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to explain. I pray you're able to get what I'm trying to drive home. So you don't need capital. It's a matter of getting up, start up today. Go to that place where they are building roads. Go to that place where they are doing building, where they are constructing buildings. Negotiate with the engineer or the site engineer or the owner of the site. Before you knew it, you have started making money. I know that after watching this video, you want to say, all those things are not fixable. They are very, very fixable. Like I said, I will be bringing people who have been able to turn their lives around doing this business. So don't sit up there, don't sit back and tell, oh, there's no job, so I have to go steal now. They do wrongs because job no dey. Na lie. We have so many people who are doing this business and they are making so much money. So my brother, Whenever somebody tells you tomorrow, please, there's no job in this country. That's why a whole lot of us want to travel abroad. Those jobs that you are not doing here, you go and be doing it abroad. You cannot do taxi driver in Nigeria. You'll be doing taxi. You go and be washing people's toilet. The same toilet in your house that you are washing free of charge. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to tell you. So, why are you sitting there and telling us there's no job? I don't know if you get it. It's key. Get up today. Go and meet those people who are in need. The demand for middlemen in this country is much. The demand for cement, granite, and sand in this country is higher than what it can supply. Get up now. And that's that for sand and cement, and granite supply. Look for that quarry. Go around. There are people that even they take their bath in the morning and they go and sit around any quarry where they crush stones. They sit around there. They sit around where they sell sand. Where they sell sand. They sit around where they sell cement. And you see somebody coming. You know, everybody that is coming to that area, that environment is coming to do that business. You can interface. You can get up and say, Ogasa, let us supply you. I have so and so this I can supply you. You take the person inside, and for that you have made money. 1K, 3K, 5K per sales. If you are able to strike 5 sales and you get 1K each, that's 5,000 naira a day. So why are you still there telling us there's no job in this country? And that's that for cement, sand, and granite supplies. The number 3 for today is daily collections. What we call alajo. So much money, but people don't know. So much money. How is it done? Start from your area, because those people know you. Start from your relatives, because they know you. Get up, print card. I am not doing alajo. You pay. Even for them to get the card, they will still pay. They will pay you to pick the card. I think 50 or 100 naira or thereabout. That's first capital. You have already started making money. Your first revenue. Then every day you'll be going to where their business places to collect the particular amount, the stipulated amount. Even if it's 500, even if it's 1,000, even if it's 2,000, even if it's 200 naira, 100 naira. And at the end of the month, when they are about to collect, they will give you 1 day. So if you have collected 100 naira for 30 days, they will give you 100 naira. If you have collected 5,000 naira for 30 days, they will give you 5,000. And imagine if you have just 10 clients that gives you 5,000 naira a day, 5,000 naira at the end of the month. If you have 10, that's 50,000 naira. Good money. Free money that nothing touched. Olidara. You can say, who go fit give you money? The lie. Start with your relative. Start with your brother that is doing business. Go to his shop. Tell him, Ogasa, I am not doing Olidara. He will be the first person to patronize you. Start with your neighbors. Your neighbor will introduce you to another person. That one will introduce you to another person. That one will introduce you before you know it. And go. I've known people, I've seen people who became millionaires doing that. Who actually metamorphosed into a microfinance bank. Well, at a particular point in time, she was having this money, didn't know what to use it for. So she was tired of taking it to the bank. So what she just did was the mother put one or two things in place, and as she collects it, she gives it to you as loan. And at the end of the month, you pay interest. So, how can you tell us having this one in our country where you can do it and don't have stress? Can you tell us having all these ones and you still come and tell us there is no job? It's not fair in this country. So, Olidara or daily collections is a very, very good business. What the Yorubas call alajo. You think it's difficult? No, it's not. You don't even need capital. your leg and your mouth that you used to tell people, I dey do Olidara. That is the capital you want. In fact, the money that is involved is not even yours. So why not get up now? Now, as I'm talking to you, as you are watching this video, get up now and go and tell your brothers, tell your friends, tell your friends. Tell them, go to that market that is close to your area. I am so and so's son. I am so and so's daughter. I have started doing Olidara. And you, because they know your relative, because they know your home, they know your father, they know your mother, they will patronize you. Those are your first customers. Those are the people that will tell the next person that, I know now one case son, one thing son. He is now doing daily collections. Instead of you to do business and not have a way of saving your money, you can be saving with him or her. So that is very, very cool way of making money. So if after watching all these ones, you are still there telling us there's no job in this country, and you know that you can do Olidara, you are saying you cannot trek. Because some people say, hey, Olidara, they can't trek. Yes. If you have to trek and put food on your table, is it not better than begging? It's better. Better than having to call somebody, hello sir, I never chop, I beg, send me money. No. Get up today. Start from now. If you are able to get 3 people the first day, the next day go out and pick. Those 3 people will tell 1 or 2 persons. And over the years, you will be able to upscale the business. I have a friend of mine that has Olidara started with him alone started. Today he has more than 5 people that goes around people to collect money, and he pays them salary. Let me tell you one thing you are doing to the society. If you are still one of those people who keep saying there's no job, you are still dependent. Let me tell you what you are doing. You are shortchanging the government. You are shortchanging yourself. Because you are supposed to be useful, have money to spend so that value-added tax can be returned to the government, and they will also compensate you by doing basic amenities. You are supposed to be useful enough so that you can also grow your business and create employment for people. But by not functioning, by not getting up, by not starting today, you have even delayed some people's destiny. Some those who God has tied their destiny to yours, that somehow you are going to be the one to help them. So get up now. It's not late. That's that for daily corrections and Olidara. We have the next one, which is waste bin evacuation. Yes, dustbin man. Yes. You don't know there's money doing that. There's so much